Music with Monali. I am Monali. Welcome back to my channel. I feel like staying in my house. I mean, I go on walks and such, but it's starting to. I'm starting to look a little crunchy up in here. All natural. As this progresses, I'm gonna like grow a huge beard, and just my fingernails are gonna be out to here. Ugh. Anyway, so this request is from Barry from PayPal, and he is requesting that I listen to Lucy Thomas. Never heard of her before. Don't know if she's from a singing competition or if she just has her own YouTube channel. It could be his niece. I have no idea. She's singing Listen, which I believe is a Beyonce song. I believe he mentioned it was a Beyonce. I think it was Beyonce, which is very ambitious because Beyonce, it's like singing Mariah Carey. It's not easy to sing, obviously. So I'm kind of curious to hear this. And tomorrow, coming up today, another one today is going to be my 5 Minutes with Mon. So make sure you check that out because it has all background stuff about my radio background, my singing background, like why I'm doing this in the first place, why I like doing this. Things like that. Kryptonite. That'll be coming out today. And then tomorrow I have another video coming that was a poll on Patreon, and that has a very special guest in it, and I'm excited about that one. So, if you want to take part in all this fun stuff, the shenanigans we talk about and get into, then please head over to my Patreon. The link is in the description. If you have a one-time request that you are really wanting done, then you can head over to my PayPal, also in the description. And I also have my website on there as well. That is something different than this. That's not music. That's the tattooedmommyblog.com. You can find me on social media, also under the Tattooed Mommy. That's how you'll find me on those. If you just go to my regular Facebook, I'm never on there. And if you message me, I'm not going to see it. But if you go to the Tattooed Mommy, I'll see that either on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. I feel like I'm acting my age here because I'm trying to remember all the social media outlets. I'm trying to keep up, man. All right, so Barry, thank you so much for this request. I'm really excited to hear it. So let's get started. First, let me ask old, decrepit 8-Ball, am I going to like Lucy Thomas singing Listen by Beyonce? Don't count on it. Oh, ouch. Well, we'll see.
Listen to the song here in my heart. A melody has started, but can't complete. Listen to the sound from deep within. It's only beginning to find release. Oh, the time has come for my dreams to be heard. They will not be pushed aside and turned into your own, not 'cause you won't listen. Died so long ago. Oh, I'm screaming out, my dreams will be heard. They will not be pushed aside and turned into your own, not 'cause you won't listen.
Okay. Powerhouse song. It reminds me of Whitney Houston, right? The one where she sings, "'Cause I have nothing, 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 if I don't." It reminds me of that kind of song. So, yeah, I don't know how old she is. She looks really young. I think, Barry, you might have told me in the message when you sent me this, but I don't remember. I think she looks to me like she's 14, 13 or 14, maybe. So she has a really good voice for being that age, absolutely. And Barry had also mentioned that it sounds like she's kind of grooming herself for musical theater, and I think that is spot on. That is exactly what I was going to say. I think that she sounds very much like musical theater, which has its own type of sound to it, right? So like in musical theater, they stay on pitch, they stay on key and things like that, but the voice tone and the voice quality is different than if you were hearing Beyonce sing that song, or if you heard Mariah Carey or Adele, or it doesn't even have to be that powerhouse of a voice. It could be Norah Jones. That kind of performance is different. And she definitely sounds like musical theater to me. There was a couple parts that were a little pitchy and a little screechy, but I think if she is grooming herself for musical theater, then voice lessons are what's really going to help her. And people always get offended by that when I say that someone should take voice lessons. That's like getting offended because I say that an athlete has a coach and goes to practice and learns from the coach. Obviously, it's to make you better. It's to help you. It gives you exercises. It gives you things like that to do to help your voice be better and have more control and, for whatever it is you're trying to do. All the greats take voice lessons. So I think that if she's not in voice lessons, that she should, especially if musical theater is where she's wanting to go, which I think she would be phenomenal. She's very pretty. She has beautiful eyes. She's super cute. Her voice would fit musical theater. I could see her, again, back to the Disney princess type thing. I could see her being, like Sound of Music or Belle or Cinderella or something like that in musical theater. And that's not easy. That's a tough thing to do. So, my daughter just brought me a flower. Thank you, Charlotte.
You're welcome.
So, so with that being said, I'm going to bring back my lovely chart here. And I am going to give her, for this performance and this song, and from what I heard right here, I am going to give her a 7. A 6.5, a 7. Only because I feel like she could very much benefit from some voice lessons, some voice control, especially on parts where the notes are kind of all over the place and it's loud and it's going from high back down, it's going from falsetto back down. I think she could use some control. I do, however, think she has a beautiful voice. I think she has very good talent. And I think that with musical theater, she would go super far, for sure. I don't know, maybe there's another song y'all can tell me to listen to of hers. This one seemed a little bit difficult for her. I'm not saying she didn't do it well or that she didn't hit the notes and all that. It was great. I just think it might have been a little out of her range just right now. Not vocal range, just ability range. But again, this is the first I'm hearing of her. I know nothing at all about her. It's my initial reaction. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, and if there's another song I should listen to of her, give me her bio, and I will be back in just a second with my 5 minutes with Mon. Music with Monali. Cheers.